Next part, that means intestine, small intestine. We know about this small intestine divided into three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. And the small intestine is the site of terminal food digestion, nutrient absorption and the endocrine secretion also. Process of digestion are completed in the small intestine, where the nutrient, that means product of the digestion, are absorbed by the cells of the epithelial lining. The small intestine relatively long, approximately 5 meter, and consists of the three segments. This is duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Common histology of the small intestine. The mucous membrane composed of three layers, that means simple columnar epithelium, lamina propria and muscularis mucosa. This is the common feature for all of this segment of the small intestine. Viewed with the naked eye, the lining of the small intestine, simple columnar epithelium, and this mucosa will form the series of permanent circular or semicircular fold, that is plica circularis, consisting of mucosa and submucosa, which are best developed in the jejunum. The epithelium formed by the simple columnar epithelium composed of surface absorptive cells, goblet cells and some enteroendocrine cells. Now, what are the criteria of the different type of cell present within the epithelium? And first of all, absorptive cell or enterocytes. These are the tall columnar cells, each with an oval nuclei in the basal half of the cell. At the apex of each cell, the striated border is seen under microscope to be a layer of the closely packed microvilli. And then goblet cell. Goblet cell are unicellular exocrine gland. These are interspread between the absorptive cells. They secrete mucus which protect and lubricate the lining of the intestine. Enteroendocrine cells produce and secrete gastrin, cholecystokinin, gastric inhibitory peptide and other hormones. Then after the mucus layer, the lamina propria composed of loose connective tissue with blood and lymph vessels, nerve fiber and smooth muscle. Lamina propria penetrate the core of the each intestinal villi, bring with it microvasculature, lymphatics and nerves. Intestinal crypts or tips of liver cone are the simple tubular glands to the muscularis mucosa of the intestine. They open between the villi. They are composed of goblet cell, columnar cell, enteroendocrine cell, peanut cell and the stem cells. So, lamina propria is the loose connective tissue layer and it will contain the gland, intestinal gland, that means crypts of liver cone, intestinal crypts of liver cone. And the muscularis mucosa. Muscularis mucosa composed of inner circular layer and outer longitudinal layer of the smooth muscle. After the mucus layer, the submucosa composed of the fibroelastic connective tissue with blood and lymph vessels, nerve fiber and the mucinous plexus. The muscularis externa composed of an internal circular layer and an external longitudinal layer, and just outer layer is the outermost layer is the serosa or adventitia. So, these are the common feature for the three segment of small intestine. Now, talking about the regional difference of the small intestine. In case of duodenum, in the submucosal layer, we will find out the special gland, the Brunner's gland, and the duodenum is the shortest segment of the small intestine. The villi in this region are broad, tall and numerous with fewer goblet cells in the epithelium. In case of jejunum, the villi exhibit shorter, narrower and fewer than the duodenum. There are also more goblet cells in the epithelium. In case of ileum, they contain few villi that are narrow and short, but in addition, the epithelium contain more goblet cells than the duodenum or the jejunum. Another characteristic features of the ileum is the aggregation of the lymphatic nodules called the Peyer's patches. Each Peyer's patches is an aggregation of the numerous lymphatic nodules that are located in the wall of the ileum opposite the mesenteric attachment. So, for today, here I am completing my lecture. Thank you.